Hey guys, it's Jeff McCord, and I wanted to show you one of the coolest things I have ever seen, and I gotta thank my friend Josh at macgasm.net for showing me this. This is a free and very simple way to run Windows XP, or actually any operating system you want, on your MacBook. And you do it by creating a virtual box. You basically designate a certain amount of RAM and a certain amount of hard drive space. In my example, I'm going to do 7 gigs, and it literally will create a second computer virtually, and you install Windows XP on it, and you can run 2 operating systems at the same time. So the first thing I want to show you is I've opened up Firefox, and I go to Sun Microsystems website to download the free Sun XVM VirtualBox. So as you can see, I'll put the link in the blog post, but once you go to sun.com, you can download the VirtualBox. So I'm going to download right here, 1.6. You click on this, and it will download to your computer, and then you install it, and we will show you how to do the settings in order to create Windows XP. So now that we've installed VirtualBox, click on the icon, and now VirtualBox will load. When you first load it, you will not see this right here, the Windows XP, because obviously I've already created mine. So I'm going to show you the steps it takes to create a new one. You click on the new button. Once you get to the new button, you'll get a wizard where you hit next, and it will ask you to name the virtual box. I'm going to name it after the OS that I'm installing, so that will be Windows XP. Then you click on the OS type, and as you can see, there are very big selection of operating systems you can choose from. Obviously we're going to do Windows XP, so that's what I'm going to click, and then you hit next. Then it's going to ask you how much RAM do you want to dedicate to your virtual machine, and everything I have read has told me for Windows XP 192 megabytes is plenty, so I'm going to hit next. And now it's going to ask me to create a hard disk image for my virtual machine. So the next step is you hit new, and it will bring you to a new wizard to create an image. And now you hit next. And here is where you decide how much space you want for your virtual box. Do you want a dynamically expanding image, or do you want a fixed size image? A dynamically expanding image is basically you're saying, I want my hard drive to grow as I grow. So as I add programs and other software, it will grow. A fixed size image does not grow. You set a maximum set of space, and for example 7-8 gigs, and that is as big as it's going to get. And again, from everything I've read, if you hit fixed size image, it will run and perform a lot faster. So we're going to do a fixed size image and hit next. The default's 10 gigs, and what I would like to do is actually lower that a little bit to about 7 gigs. I'm going to do roughly around 7.5. You obviously want to make sure you name your image file name Windows XP, which we did, and now you'll hit next. In order to create this image, you want to hit finish. Now again, since I've already done this and I'm just showing an example, I'm going to hit cancel, but you need to make sure you hit finish. Once you hit finish, it will create the hard disk image, and it will bring you back to this window. So now that you have this hard disk image, you should hit existing, and you will see Windows XP, which is what you just created, and you'll want to make sure you select that. So now that it's selected, you'll hit next, and you'll go to your final wizard step, which is making sure you hit finish to create the image. And obviously I'm not going to do this since I've already done it, but you need to make sure you hit finish to create the image. Alright, so I've shown you the website to go to download the package, and I've also showed you how to install, after you install the package, how to set up and create your virtual box, which dedicates the RAM and the hard drive space to your virtual box. The next steps will be to install Windows XP and to tweak some settings that you may want to tweak after you've created your virtual box. So take a look. We just now created our virtual box, which will now bring you back to Sun's main screen, if you will. The virtual box we just created right here is Windows XP. As you can see, it's powered off. While it's powered off, this is now where you want to tweak some of your settings. And as you can see on the right side under Details, here are some of your settings for Windows. General, and if you'd like to change these, you just click on the blue where it says General, and it will bring up a new General window for you. If you want to tweak the memory size or the video memory size, feel free to. I actually put the video memory size around 8 to 15 megs to give it a little bit more boost. Excuse me. On the left, you can also see hard disks. You want to make sure you enable your hard disk, which would be your hard disk on your Mac. So you click Enable. If you have a DVD-ROM, CD, whatever it may be on your Mac, you also want to make sure that that gets mounted, so make sure this is checked. I do not have a floppy, so I do not mount that. My audio. Now this is important for MacBook users. It may differ for everyone else, I don't know. But you want to make sure you enable audio, and the default, I believe, usually goes to null. You want to click here and make sure it's at core audio. So once you have core audio, then you'll be able to actually have sound when you're in Windows XP. The network, you want to make sure that you enable your network adapter so you can connect to the internet while you're in your virtual box. And serial ports, you want to enable. USB, you want to enable if you have those. Shared folders, you can have the opportunity to literally share folders from your Mac to your Windows XP. You don't have to worry about that per se. And remote display, you only want to enable remote display if you want to connect to your virtual box while you're at work, and let's say your virtual box is at home. It's just like remote connecting. So looks like we have all of our tweaks that we need to do, and you'll save those. Hit OK. Actually, I hit cancel, but hit OK. And you are now ready to start your new virtual box / new computer. Now, the biggest key to this before you hit start is you need to make sure you have your Windows XP CD, your installation CD. Go ahead and put it into your Mac now before hitting start. I've already set up and installed Windows XP. I'm going to skip this step since I've already done it. It's pretty simple, like I said. So now I'm back to my virtual box after starting Windows or setting up Windows XP, and I just want to show you what it looks like after it's all said and done. So you go up here and you hit start, and it will load Windows XP. You get a VirtualBox Java logo, and now it's loading my Windows XP. And there we go. And I'm going to do full screen, so I'm going to hit the left command and F. And now we're in full screen. So that's that. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it's long little setup guide, but just wanted to show you how really cool it is to have an entire Windows operating system running on a Mac OS X MacBook. Thanks, guys.